Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Let's get started. The Ottawa Senators played against the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Battle of Ontario on Saturday night in Toronto. Spectacular game coming up. Austin Matthews versus Erik Karlsson. The starting goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs was Frederik Andersen, who was acquired in the summer from the NI Ducks, and obviously for the Ottawa Senators, the 21st appearance, Mike Condon. Now, before this game, there was some news on the Senators front. Clark MacArthur was not cleared to play this for the next little while. By the next little while, I mean for the year. Clark MacArthur is officially done for the year. He will not be able to play the rest of the year. The doctors ruled him out for the year, and he's hoping for a comeback next September. Thank you, Patrick Selioff. What an idiot. Probably best for MacArthur either way, though. That's 4 concussions in 19 months. Probably best for him to sit out now. Craig Anderson, good news for Nicole Anderson. She almost has her final cancer treatment almost finished, and Craig Anderson should be back very soon. And when he's back on the team, he will be back for good. So Mike Condon will get a break. This is a good duo going into the playoff chase. Let's get started into the game. Oh, one more thing. A former Ottawa Senator is on NHL waivers. Erik Condon is on waivers, and Senators might take a look at him reunite. They get Lazar back in playing form, put Condro with Lazar and Pajot. So let's see what happens there at 12 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Let's get things started in the first period. 14:02 into the first period. Bobby Ryan gets a goal, assisted by Mark Methot and Chris Neal on a beautiful play by Chris Neal. Chris Neal pushes around, puts it to the point. A shot from Methot, tips in by Ryan. Ottawa takes the 1-0 lead late in the first period. Neal definitely gets the first start play there by Chris Neal there, and he had a very good game. 7:31 to go in the second period, though. Tyler Bozak on the power play scores, assisted by JVR, and of course Nathan Kadri. The Leafs tie it up at 1. No chance for Mike Condon. In the third period, after a horrible chance that cleared out by Erik Karlsson, he fanned on the shot. Martin takes it. Kadri takes it. The Gardner, he shoots it. Stopped. Martin gets a piece of it. It goes in off a weak goal on Mike Condon. The Leafs take the lead with less than half the period to go in the game. Looking, the Senators were out. They were outplayed the half of the game going to that point. But with a minute left, I tweeted out the Senators need to play smart hockey, just get shots on net, hope for rebounds. This is what happened. A shot from the point, one-timer from the point practically from Mike Hoffman goes in. Looked like it was tipped by Bobby Ryan. It was not. It was a goal from Mike Hoffman. Ottawa ties it up at 2. Steals a point, assisted by Erik Karlsson, the captain, and Dion Phaneuf. Going to overtime, nothing happened, and we went to the shootout. The shoot first for the Toronto Maple Leafs, none other than their god, Austin Matthews, and he was stopped on a beautiful snag by, of course, Mike Condon. Bobby Ryan, he's a shootout specialist. He scores 2 for 5 on the year. 1-0 Ottawa in the shootout. The second round, Mitchell Marner, no goal. They counted as a goal, no goal. He stopped the puck and then got the puck again and scored. I thought that wasn't a rule. If this was any team except Montreal, Boston, or Toronto, this would have been no goal. But of course, since we're in Toronto, on a Toronto team, it's going to be called a goal. If Ottawa would have done this, it would have been no goal. So this is pathetic. BS call. That's no goal. No goal. That is no goal. Austin Matthews, of course, didn't score. But Mitchell Marner, that was no goal. And Leaf fans, you can agree that should not have counted. Turris responds with a stop by Frederik Andersen. JVR is stopped nicely by Mike Condon. Karlsson in the win it. He's barely stopped by Frederik Andersen on the right leg save. Bozak in on Condon looking 5-hole. Condon closes that up. And the shootout specialist for the Ottawa Senators, his first career shootout attempt for the Senators, Tom PYATT in on Frederik Andersen, and he scores. The Senators win 3-2. What a comeback. Tom PYATT. All the Sens fans, including me, were like, why is Tom PYATT in the shootout? And he won it. So I think all Sens fans should just stop. And I'll have a little bit updated about that in a second. But this is why the Senators put him in. So Guy Boucher and Mark Crawford were both coaches in the Swiss League last year. Remember that. Tom PYATT played in the Swiss League last year. PYATT was the top shootout guy in the Swiss League history, going 18 for 20. Mark Crawford and Guy Boucher knew this, and without not enough scouting on Tom PYATT in the shootout, this was a smart hockey IQ play by Mark Crawford and Guy Boucher, and that won us the game. So the system really worked, and Tom PYATT, the shooter specialist, we might be able to see him more in the future if it goes to the 5th round. So that was a great play by Mark Crawford and Guy Boucher to get the extra point. And a hell of a play by Mark Crawford and Guy Boucher. It's a round of applause for them. Absolutely great play for them to know how good of Tom PYATT's potential is, as he roofs it practically on Anderson to win it, and the Senators went 3-2. The final shots on goal after the first period were 13-7 Senators. After the second period, 15-4 Leafs. They had a couple of chances, a couple 4-minute power plays, and Senators killed them all. Except one. In the third period, the Senators edged in shots 8-7. In the overtime, Leafs took 4-2, had a couple of chances for a final tally of 33-27. Face-offs, the Senators won 44 for 58.7%. They've been spectacular in face-offs since the beginning of the season, beginning of the new year. Toronto 41.3%, 31. Power plays, both teams went 1 for 4. Hits were 29-28 Senators, and shots 27-33 Leafs. The 3 stars of the game, the third star, Mike Hoffman, 1 goal, a no plus rating, no penalty minutes, third star of the game. He's had the tying goal. Nazem Kadri, 2 assists, +1 rating, 17 minutes on the ice. He's the second star. First star with the game-winning shootout goal, Tom PYATT. Spectacular game by him. And the SENS YouTube star of the night will be Erik Karlsson, who had so many odd-man chances, had so many dukes and dangles, and just sped by the Leafs. And Chris Neil. I think Chris Neil had a great game. He looked really good with Turris and Ryan. Had some good chances around the net as the Senators went 3-2. Let's go to the standings now. Let's start things off in the standings. It is first place for Montreal. Montreal did lose today to Buffalo, though, but they are still in first place. Their record is 8 games played. So we do have a couple, 5 or 6 games in hand on them, 4 games in hand on them, I believe. They have 48 games played, 28, 13, and 7 for 63 points. Ottawa's in second place now, sole possession second place. 44 games played, 25, 15, and 4, 54 points. Boston, 49 games played, 5 games in hand, 23, 20, and 6, 52 points. So Toronto is out of a playoff spot, 44 games played, 21, 14, and 9 for 51 points, a huge win by the Senators. Florida, 48 games played, they're falling out of a playoff spot quickly, 20-19-9, 49 points. Buffalo with the win tonight, 46 games played, 19-18-9, 47 points. Detroit, 46 games played, 20-19-17, 47 points, and same thing with Tampa Bay, 47 points on 47 games for 21-21-5. So a great win by the Ottawa Senators, a spectacular comeback in the final minutes as the Senators score in the final minute, practically, and then Tom PYATT wins it in the shootout. So a great game by the Senators, great outcome by the Senators. It was not a game where they deserved a point, let alone 2, but they got the 2 points, they lead, have sole possession of second place in the division, for second place in the division, and have 5 games ahead on Boston. So it's looking good. Mike Condon, you're spectacular. And I'll see you guys all soon. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate the support. So please, 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 click the big red button down there. Subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Now please follow us on Twitter, @SNStock_, where we live tweet all of the games and of course breaking news. Stay tuned for Eric Condra there, by the way. Like us on Facebook at SENStock, add us to the circle to Google Plus at SENStock, click the big red button down there, subscribe to us. Please, 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 please check out our website, SENStockcentral.com. We update it every single day. Please check it out there. And of course, click right here for the SENStock YouTube video and right here to subscribe to us. So thank you all for watching. The Senators win 3-2 in the shootout over the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Battle of Ontario. See you next video. Go Sens go.